Hello everybody, they call me Muse and I welcome you back to Baldur's Gate 3 and our honour mode run with Moving Gurga Jones. Looks as though the plan today might have been to wobble across the waters on this boat and head to the Grimforge. But on reflection, there's also stuff I want to do at the monastery. I don't want to do all of the monastery just yet, but I do want to do stuff over there. So which first? What's the plan? I think we'll still go across. We'll get the waypoint. And then maybe we'll go to the monastery, do a bit of shopping. Let's see, our health levels are alright. Our main risk is getting shoved off the boat, probably. How close are we to level 6 as well? Maybe we can get there sometime soon.
A vessel wobbles on the lake's murky waters.
Into the darkness we go. The second boat. We're being flagged down.
You! What are you doing on Gek's raft?
Yep, come on over.
Where's Gek? Who are you?
Let's see, we haven't got great odds because of our charisma. We've got better odds because of our bliss spores. I don't want to push him into the water. If we attack him, and then we throw him into the water, then his body will wash up and we can loot it. If we cutscene push him into the water, that doesn't happen. So, you know what? Let's just rumble.
Get her, fellas!
Let's assume we didn't have a good answer for his question because we're bad at charisma. Although he seemed pretty chilled about the whole thing. He was just like, yeah, get her. So, Mo.
Worth the cost.
See ya. And maybe we jump? Oh, we can't because we've used up our bonus action literally seconds ago. What a silly person I am. So we can't jump across and then shove on the same turn. That's unfortunate. We might be able to knock back this bugger though. With a well-aimed B knockback. Yep, seems like another one's out of the fight. Can we do the same to you? Target outside normal range. What if we inch forward slightly? Oh no, we haven't got another... Yeah, we don't have another thingamajig, another knockback. Okay. Will might have one, but it's not his turn. Tell you whose turn it is though. Shovel! Have you even got the legs to jump across there? You certainly haven't got the movement. You probably don't have the legs. And then Mo. You've still got a regular attack to have. Let's see. Who's left? 3 targets. So let's just wound this one a bit. Oh, there's 4 targets. Alchemist Argran is a master of stealth. And now what are you lot going to do? You're going to do an arrow of fire. Or 2. We can live with that. Now Will, you, my friend, can use Eldritch Blast to shove people about. Path interrupted by another goon. No, it's not. There we go. And then... worth a try. Okay, we got one. Good. We don't want to step too far back because we don't want to get knocked off by anyone. So let's stay there maybe. And then Gale. You're not going to be shoving anyone about, I don't believe. But we've got a lot of spell slots left. So maybe we just throw out a fireball. Nice. And then maybe we'll move you back up just to reduce the chances that you get shoved into a chasm. Enlarging yourself. That's probably a clever move, because that will reduce the odds of us being able to shove you. Yeah, yeah. Although Will might be able to manage it still with his blast. Can Karlach manage it? Not if it's saved against. Okay. Very well. Also, have we put... No, never mind. I'm thinking about the future when I looked at my reactions there. Don't worry about that. So, Mo, you are strong. You can shove. But you might not be able to shove far enough. But you can also smack. And you can biff. Don't need to shove people when they're just dead. Now, where do we want to stand? Maybe there. Shovel, can you actually jump across? You can. Would you like to annoy someone? Ooh. Very good. Yeah, we'll shield. Why not? Shovel, no! It's fine. We'll summon her again. So... Plow. That one was going to die anyway, but now they've gone into the murk. Bit Scorching Ray from Gale. Big damage. 9, 6, 9, 1, 9, something else. That's a lot of numbers. And some of them are a good size. So... It's just over, isn't it? Wonderful. One of them survived without falling in. I doubt they've got any loot of any merit. No. But there's also a chest. And that contains the Intransigent Warhammer. Knock foes prone after killing a hostile or landing a crit. But again, although it's green, it's not a +1. I'm seeing more and more weapons that are green but not +1s now that I'm looking out for that. So we'll just add it to our wares. We don't need a non-magical weapon. Now let's continue our journey.
Craft is ready to sail.
It's an impressive looking place. Some bird with her eyes covered. We won't worry about that.
Whipping it ready, lass. Company's calling.
Hello.
What do we got here? Dead hoon walking, seems like. Got any reason I shouldn't sever your head and toss it to the Rothe?
I'd like to see
Let's
you
not get into
fucking
another
try.
scrape, shall we? Still catching my breath after the last one.
Well, Gale wants us to be nice. I am a true soul and you will treat me with respect.
That's so.
You feel the slightest of stirrings in your head. The Duergar is not infected, yet your minds resonate.
I'll be. You ain't shitting. Felt the tingle. In that case, let's talk business. Your twat's old friend Nair caused a rockfall, trapped tighter than a hornet's arse.
Couple of known slaves stuck with him too. Little bastards.
You absolute shaggers owe us a crapload of coin. You want through? Make a donation.
How about you make a donation of your head?
Unclog your hole. Just shitting around. But I'm warning you. That twat soul ain't settled up soon. There'll be hell to pay for the lot of you cult buggers.
We're closing in on Nier, but if we want his head, we'll need to free him first.
There's the matter of the gnomes, too. It wouldn't do to stand by and keep them enslaved.
This is all very true, gentlemen. Let's go about our business. Waypoint has been discovered. This is good. We like this. So we can come back here at a time of our choosing. But for now, let's see. Let's just depart the way we came for the moment.
The boat beckons you aboard.
Back we go. I mean, we could teleport, but we've got a boat now. We may as well use it. And now that we're back, I do believe we should be able to find somewhere the losers of that last punch-up. And then when we find them, we can help ourselves to any goods they left lying around. Where would they be? Would they be over here? There's a lot of blood over there. I don't remember bleeding over there. Yep, Jerris. Argram. And there's Corsair Greymon. What you got, Chummer? Bunch of stuff we can send to camp for a start. Potions of healing. Great Club +1. Why does it do so little damage compared to the Susa Greatsword? I guess because a Greatsword just deals 2d6 +5? It's odd. I don't know. But I do want a different weapon for fights where we don't actually want to silence our opponents. Yorgurl's Greatsword, that could do the job. What's this all about? Colossal Onslaught. Strike all creatures in a line. Fun. So maybe we'll hang on to that at the very least. We might put some of the others back in camp, or just not use them. But we'll definitely hang on to some of this stuff. Speaking of camp, let's go back and end our day. Let's see if we do want to pop anything in our chest while we've got the chance. Might use the Shining Stave of Skulls at some point. Could potentially use the Bow of Banshee at some point. But the Great Club doesn't seem to do a lot of damage. So maybe we'll add that to wares. And now somebody wants to chat. It's Karlach.
Hey, soldier. You said you might try cooling me down. Any leads?
Let me try something.
Yes!
Is that it? We haven't actually got anything in mind.
I'm waiting.
Okay, she's waiting. What could we try that could possibly cool her down? Do you have any water bottles about our person? I'm curious. What happens if we make Karlach wet?
Oh, this is clever. Might even work. Come here.
Will it work? Oh.
I'm dizzy. And you? Are you alright?
No permanent damage and absolutely worth it.
I hope that's true. Because I'm hoping for seconds, thirds, and fourths once we find a way to cool off this engine.
Believe me, it's my top priority.
Mine too. Soon enough, you're going to be mine. But until then, I'll play nice. You have your fun with the others till then. I don't mind sharing, if I must. But keep a piece left over for me, hmm?
Well, that's gracious of you, Karlach, but you are the only one for me.
I'd believe you if you said 1 + 1 is 7.
I mean, it could be if you took one of the ones and turned it sideways and put it on top of the other one. And angled that second one slightly. Yeah, we could make it work. I don't think there's anything else that we need to do before we move on. Yeah, the fact Halsin's with us means that bit's been dealt with already. We haven't, I don't think, kicked off Nir's Head's quest, so he's not going to complain about the time passing or anything like that. Don't know if we need to do Auntie Ethel's quest before we go to the monastery. That's the one thing that's on my mind. So maybe we go and do that first. So let's change our greatsword to one that's not going to silence people. See if we can't come to a deal between ladies when we get there. Let's also have a quick look at our character sheets. 19 charisma on Will. And 17 charisma on Gale. Those aren't round numbers. Well, they're also not even numbers, which is more to the point. Yeah, change of plans. We're going to the tea house. And doesn't it look nice around here? What a lovely day. Do we have any pre-fight rituals? We do. We've got Shadowblade. Do we have Longstrider? No, but we do have Talk to the Animals. So let's do a bit of that as well. Hello, sheep.
The sheep's voice warbles. You realise it's trying to say bar.
Oh, still got Baleful Knowledge. We do need to remove Curse at some point. Tell me about this place, sheep.
Curious. Despite your magic, the creature doesn't understand you.
I suppose we'll try poking the sheep and see what happens. Odds aren't amazing because of the disadvantage, otherwise that would have been just fine.
Wheezing, the sheep backs away.
What a funny animal. Well, we could perhaps speak to them with somebody else on the team. Let's see. Who's our wisest character? It might be Karlach. Ah, we can only cast Speak with Animals on ourselves. Okay. That's the first time I've ever tried to cast it on someone else. Karlach, would you like to poke this sheep?
The sheep's voice warbles. You realise it's trying to say bar.
Oh, okay. Maybe we can speak to it. But let's poke it. Another 18 would be nice. Thank you.
The smell of rot assaults your senses as the illusion vanishes.
Unexpected.
The murderous glare of a redcap, a fey creature known for its bloodlust, greets you. He seems unaware that his illusion has failed.
Well, we know how to deal with red caps. Let's keep the illusion going for now, though. Bah. Wonderful. Can we give it a smack? Excellent. They were all surprised. And that's one of the Blood Sages out of the fight. Already. Fantastic work. So, who else we got? We got Redcap. We've got another Blood Sage who is over there somewhere. They're kind of merged into one. Which is fine. And then we got one who's over there. So let's see what we can't do. Where's the Blood Sage? There it is. I would quite like that one out of the fight if we can. Got a couple of turns, I guess. Gale. Do we need anything more than cantrips, given as we've got a surprise round and everything? Pisk. Igmis. And then, let's see. I want to get close if I can. No, we can't get any closer than that. Okay. And then we can't quite target the redcap sage because path is interrupted. Path is also interrupted on that one. Oh yeah, there's a tree in the way. Bloody hell. That's fine. Now, everyone can be surprised again. So Mo, can you give this one a right beating, please? There we go, 21, that's great. 11, it's not quite enough to call the week, but that's fine. Maybe I should have done them in a different order. But that's okay with me. That one has gone down. Maybe we ping that one. Cool. Now, Will, you can reach that guy, yeah? Good. Glamos. Great damage. Amazing damage. I'm really going to miss Shadow Blade when I stop using it. Because it is very, very strong. But it's possibly too strong, so that's why I'm going to stop using it. And now you've got 18 health left. Firebolt could do it. Burning Hands could do it. Magic Missile technically couldn't. Let's use your spare Magic Missile off the necklace. Because with the lightning charges, yeah, got the job done. Wonderful. So we've not really spent any resources on that fight. Oh yeah, we've got the dead brothers. Should have listened to me when I offered to help. But alas. Yeah. I'm leaving the note so you don't panic and do something stupid. Then what did they do? Would you believe it? It was something stupid. Now the place is definitely looking a bit mankier all round.
Better not be cursed.
So let's stroll in and see what's what. Hello, Ethel.
I don't want a crumb left on that plate, girl.
Auntie Ethel, please. One more bite and this pie is gonna come back up to say hello.
Don't make me get the wooden spoon. You're eating for two, so get to it. If it isn't the cheekiest pup of them all, you'd best have one hells of an apology for me, young lady.
Or what?
How shocking. Another barbarian with all brawn and no brains.
That's us.
You know, I was gonna give you a swift kick up the arse and show you the door. But I think you and I could have a bit of fun together.
Yeah.
Gods grant me patience. Eat up, Mayrina. I won't say it again.
Do you treat all your guests so poorly?
Watch that tone, sweetie. You want to be in my good books. Trust me. That wriggler in your head isn't going to get its damn self out, is it?
That's none of your concern, Ethel.
No, but it is yours. And if I were you, I would be very concerned. I can tell you're almost done cooking. You know, you could turn just like that. What do you say? Want me to take care of the little bugger?
I know a devil that's offered to remove it.
A devil? Spare me. Blathering windbags in love with the sound of their own voices.
I mean, that's true.
I'm the safer bet. Plus, you'll get to keep your soul.
I think I'll take my chances.
Ah, good luck with that. But don't you fret, Petal. I'm sure you'll make a very pretty mind flayer. Come now, Mayrina. Time to go.
Time to go. Oh dear. There goes Mayrina.
Fireplace isn't real. What's hidden behind it?
What's going on with your mystery fireplace, Ethel? Theoretically, at this point, we could just use hold person on her and then just smack her about until she's doomed. But we won't, although maybe there's something we'll do.
Hello, sweetness.
Hello,
What
Ethel.
do you say? Want me to take care of the little bugger?
I want to trade with you. I would like to buy your potion of invisibility, please. Thank you. I suppose we could also sell you some wares. But maybe I should use Will for this. Maximise our gold. But it's fine, it's done now. What we'll do is we'll leave you alone with Mo, and then Will can sell some wares.
Hello, sweet. What do you say?
Why have we only got 2 parts? Oh no, there's the 3rd part. Good. So we've got all of the Morning Frost parts. Don't know if we need them though. Much like the Club of Hill Giant strength. Don't know if we need it. Or indeed half of these elixirs and things that we're holding. Yeah, I should have a look through everyone's inventory and do a bit of cleaning at some point soon. But for now, it might be time to stroll through the old illusionary fireplace. God blimey, Governor. It's not Ethel at all. It's a hag. Do we even need to do anything? I'm pretty sure she'll be at full health when we next meet her.
Let's pull your strings, infernal puppet.
Vicious Mockery. We don't need to counterspell that. Now. Let's just smack her about a bit. I feel like she's going to disappear sooner rather than later. But she hasn't yet. So that's kind of cool. Because she's probably going to disappear and heal, let's use cantrips on Gale. See how she goes next turn. Yeah, break illusion, and she's off.
Bye-bye, lovelies.
And then she takes some booming blade damage. Good. And now down we go. Let's see where she is. Stop being on fire, Will, you prick. I don't have to waste a short rest just because you're on fire. There we go, have a couple of potions. That'll make you right.
You are as thick as they come, sweetness. This
Yep.
is my personal playhouse, and you don't have an invite. Get out!
Or what?
Oh, the cocky ones are my favorite to chew on. Keep going, Petal, and you'll find out.
Wonderful. So I guess we will keep going.
Please, please.
There's a door.
You feel crushing waves of fear as the presence within the door recoils. It can't let people through, not again.
No time to chat. I'm here to kill the hag.
A scene appears in your mind. 2 paladins and a cleric marching through the door, shrouded in the glow of the divine. Weapons brandished, they charge into the hag's lair. Screams of terror pierce the air.
You let them in? Naughty. That's a decade for each. You're mine for 30 more years, Petal.
They are left as scabs of life, while she spits on the beauty their death would sow.
Well, we're not divine. We're just hench. So we will be fine. Let me through, please.
The door stays silent.
Open. Now.
The door shudders, imagining its wooden frame cracking and splintering in a raging inferno. You see the hag. She walks through the door, its form shimmering. With a jerk, you're pulled from the vision. You feel the presence within shrink, terrified.
Good enough. Thanks, door. Now, we're just going to pick up some whispering masks.
Bet that will fit in my pack.
Don't look.
Just going to pick them up. That's all we need to do. Before I forget, do we currently have a scroll of remove curse about anybody's person? No. I will periodically remember to check so we can get rid of this baleful knowledge. But we're not there yet. So... Oops.
You feel the barest hint
I
of
don't want to
life.
talk to the door again. I want to walk through the door. There we go. Come on, crew. Here's another fight that we shouldn't need resources on, I don't think. Anyone else going to join me up here, or are you all too feeble? Karnak. I was kind of hoping you could join us up here. Maybe you can. Sproing. Good glass. Level 4, you say? No match for us beefy level 5 types. Curse of Terror. Gets frightened. Is frightened the one that just stops you moving? Can't move. Disadvantage. I think we'll be fine. It's a wisdom save, isn't it? Yeah, we'll be fine. We're not fine. And it dealt damage. I wasn't expecting damage. I'll just not read it fully. Shame it's not a concentration thing, because then it... Oh no, wait, there we go. Frightened has worn off. All is well. Now, Sproing. Are we close enough to smack you about? Yeah, get smacked. Oh, you got a counter smack, have you? Wasn't expecting that. Vengeful. Gains an extra reaction. Whenever attacked, can use Vengeful Strike. Very well. I should probably pay attention to what this lot can do. Hellish Resistance. Only half damage from fire. Okay. But I think that might just be because you're a thief. I'm not sure. Yeah, because you've got halfling luck. Yeah, it's probably fine. So... You don't have protection against fire, so you can have Gale's Firebolt. Will can do his best to get in somewhere. Do a bit of damage.
I won't do it.
Oh. Well, one of them saved. We'll give you some backlash. You're healing people. We don't like you. Now, can we jump across to there? Just about. So let's give you a bit of that. Because we don't want you counter-attacking all the time. We'd rather you were down on your next hit. Like so. And then we'll give you a smack, because we don't want you healing people.
Tails for the ages.
And that just leaves Chum over here.
In striking distance.
So... yeah. Take a hit. Will, again, can't shuffle very far because of all this mud. But that's fine. Wonderful. So we will take a short rest before we meet Ethel, but pretty much all of our spell slots are intact. So that's just wonderful. Shall we... yeah, let's pick up some more masks just in case. I'm fairly sure we don't need 8 masks, because all I'm basically using them for is to block the poison vents in the next section. But it can't hurt to have a few, perhaps. So let's see if we can get our perception on and spot some vents.
Nasty surprise.
Aha, there we go.
Caution is warranted here.
Now, throw. There's the vent. Excellent. Still got the flowers to watch out for. How best to deal with the flowers? Do we have to deal with the flowers? Can we just shoot the
Go
flowers?
for a good meal.
I guess if we don't know they're there. So we can see that one. Let's separate the crew for a moment. It's got sturdy. But yeah, they do explode. And they've got a decent margin of explosion. Okay, we've thrown all our masks and we failed. However, what if we just ran for it? We are having a short rest after this, so running for it might be fine. We're only taking smidgens of damage. Okay, so we're all down here now. And then I don't think these roots are going to pop if we jump down and we don't see that that flower's there. Is that flower going to hurt people who are up there? I don't think so. Okay, yeah, there's an explosion, but we've all survived. So come along, crew. Possible at this point we could short rest, because I don't think anyone's going to take any extra damage. Yeah, there's Marina. Now, we don't have any water left about our person for the purposes of rescuing Marina from up there. So let's sneak our way around if we can.
Leave me here!
Aha, there we go.
You want the girl so bad.
And now there's Ethels everywhere. So, which one's the real one? It's the one over there. The one that's furthest away from us, because of course it is. Legendary action, Weird Magic Surge. Ethel can use her Weird Magic Surge immediately after a spell is cast. A higher level spell will produce more illusory duplicates. So she's going to use that after every time we cast a spell? Alright, come on down, Marina. And we'll see if we can't pop some of these illusions. They seem quite happy about that, but I think that's okay. And then we'll work our way around, because we want to spread out. We don't know where Ethel might be next. 60% chance of hit either way, with ranged or with thing. But what if we go up here? High ground on Karlach could be nice. Pisk. There goes another duplicate. Now, Gale. 35% chance of hit. But we don't want to cast spells if we don't have to, right? Good. Gale made himself useful. And then Will. There is still a duplicate. What if we cast a cantrip? Okay, we can't reach. What's fake Ethel gonna do? Ray of Sickness. I don't think we need to counter it. No. Oh, I forgot to actually click on both of them. So I could have Psionic Backlash there, and I didn't. Hold person we don't like. So we'll counter that. I don't think she gets a surge until the next round. Oh no, the next round has technically begun though, hasn't it? So... Either way, Mo. Do you want to go and hit fake Ethel? Do you want to rage? This seems like a good fight for it. And then hit real Ethel. Yeah, we tried. Karlach can't really do a lot from up here. Gale could sneak over here, and we could see what happens if we cantrip. Except we can't reach again. And then we'll... Let's just stay there. Let's just see what happens. Yeah, Mayrina runs free. And now Ethel has become Mayrina. Real Ethel is over there.
Nothing will stand in my way.
So maybe we'll give her a smack.
Bloody clever clogs.
Thank the gods!
And then should we make her bleed? Wonderful. So I guess Ethel's not gonna teleport over here. What happens if Gale moves in and does do a cantrip? We need to know for science. But again, it seems like she's just out of reach. So, Will. Okay, that doesn't seem to have triggered any surges. Karlach, just stay there. Let's see if Ethel does any teleporting or anything. Yeah, she is doing some sort of surge, it seems. And she set herself on fire like an idiot.
Doesn't this make you angry?
So, disadvantage on our next attack roll. That's not the end of the world. And calling us tusks for brains isn't much of an insult. Yeah, she doesn't seem inclined to move. So, heck with it. Karlach, we would like you to do something in this fight, plus. Not enough movement. She's trying, though. Oh, we didn't bring back Shovel. Oh, well. So, disadvantage. Still got the hit. Outstanding. And then 5 to 10 on Tiger's Bloodlust. Yeah, we won't try and refresh that till next turn. So with advantage we miss, with disadvantage we hit. Seems a bit messed up. Scorching does manage to hit, and that was a level 2 spell, so it has in fact summoned a couple of other Ethels. Unfortunate. So maybe we do stick to cantrips. But let's move up here with Will. Can we reach any of these Ethels? We can. We got one of them. Jolly good. Oh wait, no, that's the real Ethel. Okay. And now she has exploded into a whole bunch of others. So is she that one? Or did she stay where she was in the order, which means she would be... Ah, she's invisible. So the real Ethel is invisible, despite the fact we bought her invisibility potion. So I guess we just smack up some of these illusions. That seems like a good idea. Karlach, now that you've moved, there's suddenly Ethels everywhere. Which is a bit of a pain. Pisk. Can we teleport up there? We can. Thanks, bees. Gale. There's two down here. It's probably your fault. Casting a non-cantrip. Oh no, wait. Now there's a whole bunch more, maybe. So maybe cantrips do also trigger things. Is it worth using a Misty Step? Probably can't hurt. Pisk. What's next?
Pity that tadpole actually made you.
We can live with some mockery. So is that real Ethel? Yeah, we'll counterspell that bad boy. Yeah, that was real Ethel. Oh, and now one of the others perhaps has held person on Gale. Yeah, we don't want all this whole person gubbins going on. No, that was fake Ethel. Pisk. So where's the real thing gone? None of these look different to the others. They've all got Fey life. So maybe they fixed it. Or maybe they've changed it in honor mode so you can't just use this ability. You can't use examine to figure out which is the real one or not. That's fine. We'll just smack whoever's in our way. Whether they're real or not. Oh good, we found the real one. Now Gale.
The blade will not bend.
Where's Will? Will is... Will is not going to be able to reach the real Gale. The real Ethel. And he's missed with his cantrip. What a pisser. Dang, that's damage.
Wait! Wait
Right.
just a tick! Killing me is a waste of time. I'll find a way to return. Always have, always will. But it's unpleasant. So how about we be civilized about this, I have something you want.
What I want is Mayrina, alive and free.
But she's worthless to you. Let me leave with the girl, and I'll give you power. You want to be stronger, tougher, smarter? Done. Anything is possible. Just let me keep the girl and her babe.
Don't you dare take the offer. No power is worth such a cruel price.
It's your choice, sweetness.
Will doesn't want us to. But how about you give me the power and I don't stave your skull in? Oh, I would have preferred a better roll than that. Because that's not enough. This is a good place to use inspiration, I feel. Lovely.
You greedy little bollocks. Fine. Here.
Delicious.
I'll not soon forget this sweetness. You have my word.
But the deal. What about my husband? What happens to him?
Deal's off, you dumb cow. And you've her to thank for it. Not that it matters. I'll find another just as plump and ripe. I can set up shop elsewhere. People always need lotions and potions.
If I ever see you again, you'll be fertilizing this swamp.
If I ever see you again, you'll have a tentacle for a tongue. Bye-bye, Petal.
You bastard! You ruined it! You ruined everything!
Sorry, Mayrina, I'll be with you in a second. I just want to accept this charisma reward. Now, let's see. I was trying to help.
But making everything worse? Ethel was going to bring my husband back. Back from the dead. And now I'll never see him again. Because of you!
Hags don't work for free. What did you promise her?
This. Just a bit longer and my child would have been born. And all this would have been over.
Life for life. You must really love your husband.
I do. The baby too. Auntie Ethel promised to give this child a good life. Teach them magic even. More than I could have done.
Is that what she told you?
She said I'd make a bad mother. I think she was right. Now I'll have to drag Connor's coffin all the way home. It's the only way this child will ever meet their father. I hope you're happy.
More confused than anything. We were just trying to be useful. And teaching the kid magic does sound good. But either way, we've got a bit of scalp that's going to raise someone's charisma. I think the more useful target for it is Gale. Because his is a mere 17, whereas Will's is a nice plump 19. So, if you could just shove this in your face, Gale. And there we go, 18 charisma. And we are getting closer to level 6 as well. And we've got another of our legendary fights out the way. Things are going very well indeed. Now, bitter divorce, that's what we need. We'll grab the rest of the loot just cause. Or at least the fun bits. Pig's head. Why not? That's tonight's dinner sorted. Now we'll nip through this fairy ring. Karlach enjoyed that.
How much farther can I go?
And here's Mayrina again.
Gods! Didn't hear you coming. I know I should head home, but I can't bring myself to leave. The thought of putting him in a wheelbarrow and making the journey all over again.
I found this wand. Think it can help resurrect your husband.
What? You can?
You feel a surge of power from the wand. The air suddenly tastes acrid. It wants to be used.
Bring him back! Bring Connor back! Please!
We'll give it a go.
What? What's happening? Why is he still dead?
That's necromancy, baby.
You feel something pull at you. The creature yearns for a master.
What have you done to him?
Well, we didn't do anything. Maybe it's not permanent.
Not permanent! Bits of him have fallen off! I wanted him back! Back the way he was! Not this!
I mean, this is your husband. Do you want him or not?
Connor? Connor! I don't even know if he's in there. But he might be. And if he is, I'll find him and bring him back.
That's the spirit. Here's the wand. Good luck to you. Everyone liked that.
Thanks. But we'll need more than luck. A bloody miracle, more like it. I'll find a wizard or something. Maybe someone in Baldur's Gate can help us. Connor always said you can find anything in that city. Remember? And thank you, I guess. Come on, love. Let's go.
No matter who I'm playing as, good or evil, I always end up going that route and bringing back Connor and giving him back to Mayrina. I don't know why. It's just one of those every playthrough type things. But yeah, Etheldown. Didn't actually get round to getting to the monastery this episode, but that is first thing on our priority list next time, I think. And until then, thanks for watching, friends.